All right, this week we are here with Joe Miller, girls soccer coach at Manchester Valley. The Mavericks fresh off a state championship on Saturday. Coach, the second one in a row now, back-to-back state titles. I know it was only a couple days ago, but you had a couple days to let that sink in and just what it was like to go back to UMBC and get it done again.
Well, I'll tell you what, after it finished, it was a great release. And when I left here Saturday night, got off the bus, I drove about 4 miles away, and 3 times on the way home, I just yelled, whoa, as loud as I could. It was just like a letdown,
Let off some steam.
Let off some steam.
Yeah.
And then went out with some friends and enjoyed myself.
Yeah. Biggest difference between last year's team and this year's team, or maybe a similarity, just how they did it again this year after being the new kid on the block, so to speak, last year.
Well, last year, I think there was a lot of expectations because we came in, 3 years before that was sophomores, and we had a bunch of seniors, 13 seniors, and everybody saying, this is your year, this is your year, and until you win one, no year is your year, right? You don't know what you're up against. This year, I knew we had a good group of girls coming back. I still say no one shoots for the state championships. Our goal is to be competitive and represent the school and let the chips fall where they may, but we were 4-3-2 after 9 games. And then we went 9-0. So, once we got on a roll, I had made some changes out there, and the girls adopted to it, and things fell into place pretty nice there after that.
Yeah, it's a nice run to finish 9-0 against some quality teams. I know you took advantage of some of the teams in the region, but still you have to go finish strong down the stretch like that.
Well, and every team in Carroll County is strong.
Absolutely.
And for us, we were 3-4 last year in the county, and we were 5-1-1 this year. And we had the rain day against Westminster. If we'd have pulled that one off, we'd have been tied with Century for the county championship. Yep. So, I was very pleased with the county, and like I said, I was making some changes because I wasn't sure what we had. New 2 goalies, right?
Yeah.
And made a change middle of the season. That worked out well.
Yeah.
But the girls just started playing off of each other, and once they settled in, it was a good time to watch.
The girls, speaking of the girls, they seem to be a pretty loose bunch a lot of times. They like to laugh, like to joke around. You don't have to tell me who the biggest prankster is, but who's one girl that you'll miss the most in terms of keeping everybody loose and keeping everybody kind of on the same page when it comes to that? Because it can be stressful, especially when you're a defending state champion like that.
Well, I assume we're talking about seniors, because
Sure.
we have some underclassmen that are still kind of
Okay, yeah, seniors.
But seniors, oh gosh, now I got to think of who my seniors are. I would say that Carlin Wazinski keeps things loose. The captains, Alex and Carlin, do a good job keeping everybody under control. But if anybody came out and watched our practices, they'd wonder how we could win a game, because we do have a lot of fun out there. And I have a plan, maybe not as orthodox as other coaches, but it works for us. And like for the last 2 weeks in the playoffs, my intention was, I told the girls, you weren't going to learn anything new. We could hone on some set plays and things like that. But now it's just staying healthy and being ready to play. And we went to Buffalo Wild Wings on Wednesday before the state championship, and most people probably would have been practicing. But we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. And
shameless plug for Wild Wings.
Yeah. Well, I see the kids always say, best place to eat, But,
But you guys went there.
We went there as a team, and as far as I was concerned, the team camaraderie and all that on the girls' team particularly goes a long ways with getting along and playing. It's not a me first thing, so it worked out well.
Yeah, sounds like it did.
We had good food.
It's always good when you can do that, right?
Yeah.
Now, you have a soccer background that goes back a long ways, but what sports did you play in high school when you were a high school athlete?
Well, I played lacrosse. We only had 10th, 11th, 12th in Overlay High School where I went, and I played lacrosse for 3 years, and I wrestled for 2 years, and I played soccer 1 year as JV. But then when I went to college at University of Maryland, I started playing on some club teams, and that was a long time ago, and I really haven't stopped playing since then. I started coaching Little League Baseball in 1978. That's how long I've been around. And always liked doing it, always liked being around the kids. And I've told them as long as I'm having fun, I'll keep doing it. I don't do it for any other reason but to enjoy myself and hope that the kids enjoy themselves. So,
last question, from a former high school athlete to a person who's coached high school athletes now for several years, what's the biggest difference between when you played high school sports and the high school game that it is today?
Well, certainly the kids are more athletic. They've had a lot more opportunities to play the game. Now, when we were in high school, it was soccer in the fall, football in the fall, basketball, wrestling in the winter, and baseball, lacrosse in the spring. And we played all three. There was no specialization as far as soccer all year round or lacrosse all year round. So that's what we were doing different. But as far as the opportunities to go to the camps, play on club teams, that wasn't there. And you just played in your high school and you moved on to the next sport. So the kids are a lot better athletically all around, and they're just better skilled as far as I was concerned. But they weren't smarter than us, that's for sure.
And we'll close with that. All right, Joe, hey, congratulations on a great season and the state championship.
Thank you, sir.